Today, hello everyone! Welcome to Bro's channel! Today let's talk about how to speed up your green card processing. So how can you make it fast as much as you can? Because all of us are very excited to get our green card. We want to be permanent resident here in US. We want to work. We want to help our husband, family in Philippines. I have this 10 tips to help you speed up your green card processing. So the first one is to submit all of the evidence that you have together with your form I-485. The reason why, because even if you think that you already submitted all of it, the USCIS will ask for more evidence. So in that case, you will only submit the missing documents that they are asking. For example, I thought that I already submitted all of the documents together with my I-485. But I was wrong because the USCIS sent me missing RFE. The USCIS asked me to send my husband long form birth certificate. So that long form birth certificate should be issued by a civil authority. That's why we have to contact the Missouri, I think vital records, so we can get my husband long form birth certificate. Because it's COVID, we have to set an appointment and then to send a check to civil authority so we can get the my husband long form birth certificate. Okay, so if you think that you submitted all of the evidence together with the form I-48, normally an applicant bring their medical examination during their green card interview. But in my case, I sent my I-693 or medical examination record and vaccination together with my form I-485. Here is to send all of the documents together with your I-485. Because, let's go to number 2 tips. During my biometrics, okay, my biometrics, I was informed that my case, everything is okay, everything is fine, and that you will get your green card by mail, or if not, schedule of interview. But whether I get the green card or schedule for interview, I'm gonna get the green card. I feel like, oh yeah, I'm going to get the green card because I think it's because I sent my I-485 together with my I-693. So I think that's the reason. That's why I'm sharing it to you, because for me, I think it's the reason why during my biometrics, I was informed that my green card is already granted, even if I'll get it by mail or by interview. So that's the number 2, okay? The biometrics. I was informed that I'm going to get my green card. So please don't be late. Don't be late on your biometrics, because biometrics is very important. Biometrics is where they can get information from us. So that is very important, biometrics. So don't be late. Biometrics is my second tips. The number 3 tips that I'm going to share to you is that when you get the schedule of interview, you have to, yay, celebrate! The reason why you have to celebrate is that you should be grateful. Okay, be grateful that you don't wait that long that the USCIS will respond to your case. There are a lot of applicants that their green card applications, you know, like it takes 2 years, you know, I don't know, maybe 3 years if, you know, you're very unlucky and you have a lot of problem or issues with the government. So when you get the schedule of interview, you should be grateful. You should be celebrate, you know. You know that your marriage with your husband is bona fide. Okay, so you don't have to think a lot, and you don't have to be so stressed or, you know, feel this anxiety in you if you know that the relationship is genuine. You have to celebrate and you need to be more positive. So consider the schedule of interview as you are already pre-approved. Pre-approved, which means I'm going to get my green card. You get the schedule for interview because put it in your mind that you are eligible to have it. You are eligible to get it. And that you're gonna go get your green card. Okay? Before we proceed to number 4, I want you to see or to watch this video. Look guys, it's only 8:45 but my husband is already dressed up because he is so excited to go to interview. Come on over here. Yeah, immigration interview. The interview is around 2 in the afternoon.
And it's not even 9 o'clock yet.
Yeah, I think you changed. Or you when you woke up? What time you woke up?
Oh, 7.
You woke. Wow. I don't know why you dress up like that around 7. How many hours? 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12.
I gotta get
We leave at 1, so it's 6 hours. I don't want you to get dirty. Yeah, handsomeness.
Okay.
You are so funny.
I'm gonna run down the street and get the
Leasing, okay.
leasing paper.
Okay. Hello.
Hello.
Today is our visa interview. Marriage-based green card interview for adjustment of status. Yes. My husband was up around 8 o'clock in the morning. He dressed up like this. He dressed up like this, and I'm not sure if he is excited or he is stressed. Anyway,
Nervous. Look,
how do you feel?
look at my hand.
So I came as a tourist. I came here as a tourist and I don't really know. I mean, we don't know what are those possible questions they will ask to us. But only one thing we know is that we are together for almost 2 years.
What she said, good.
We are on the way to immigration. It's 12:30. Our interview is at 2 p.m. We make sure that we are early. So early bird.
First come, first serve.
Yeah, no! Because we have this appointment schedule. Okay? So update to you later. Bye! Hello everyone! Just like I said, we're gonna have fun. And indeed, we had fun during the interview. I mean, the visa interview. The immigration officer is really nice to us. And he asked questions about us. Number 4 is be prepared. If you could see in the video, my husband woke up early morning like 7 o'clock and our interview is at 2 in the afternoon. He dressed up so nicely and you know, there's only 2 reasons why he did that, I think. First is he's not really excited but he is more on concern and stress because we don't know what are those questions that the immigration will ask. But me myself, since I know already that I'm going to get my green card, like I am a kind of relaxed, I am a kind of excited, I am like look forward for the interview. But my husband don't believe me when I told him that I'm going to get it because during my biometrics, the USCIS already told me that I'm going to get my green card. So for me, I'm like a kind of, you know, easy. While my husband was stressed. Sometimes I could see him, you know, like staring and he's asking me like, what's gonna happen if you're not gonna get your green card? And then I was telling him that, don't you think so negative? Why are you so negative? I am the one who's the alien or the foreigner here, but my husband is the one who's very so stressed. I think because he's the one who paid for everything, for my processing. Spend a lot of money for this green card. application. Interview. Be prepared. I suggest that before the interview, you and your husband have to talk together and remember those important dates. Where did you meet and how did you meet? Where is the wedding took place? Like, if the immigration officer will ask you to describe how's the wedding, you can answer it. And also if the immigration will ask you like, how did you meet, you know? So more on like the immigration will focus only on your relationship to find out if the relationship is genuine and bona fide. Prepared all of the original copies of the documents that you sent to USCIS. Okay, my folder. So I use this folder when I went to USCIS, and this folder is full of my original documents. Okay, so I ready all of the original documents here in my folder, you know, so that I stick a post-it here to label, so when the immigration officer asks me, it's easy for me to locate what documents he needs or what documents he wants me to present to him. So that's it. You have to be organized and put some post-it on this. Yeah, so there's a lot of pictures. This is about our wedding pictures. So in case the immigration officer will ask me, but anyway, he doesn't ask. So didn't ask actually. So the immigration officer didn't ask me about pictures. And then this is all about my, you know, husband's pictures. And because I came here in St. Louis as a tourist, so I have this photo album. There, it says here, my travel, St. Louis, Missouri. So all of this is my pictures when I traveled here, just in case the immigration officer will ask me what did I, you know, do here when I'm traveling, which place I went, you know, to see. But just like I said, the immigration officer is so nice and didn't ask for it. So that's the number 4. Be prepared. Be prepared. So you have to organize the documents from very important to the least important. You have to label the pages so it's easy for you to locate the documents, you know, just in case the immigration will ask you. And you have to be you know, professional. Dress up professional. So if you could see in the video, not so, you know, like you have to be more, what is it, you don't have to overdress yourself, but simple and professional look. I think that's the very important. So the more you look like, you know, professional, I think the more the immigration will give you a very nice impression. Because always believe that when you dress up professional, just like when you go to job interview, the people who looks decent, most likely they'll get the job. So the same thing in processing your green card. Number 5, be on time. I'm not, you know, suggesting that you should follow my husband, that he has to wake up like, you know, 7 o'clock in the morning to, you know, to make sure that he showed up early. Because actually, since it was COVID, or it is still COVID, we're not allowed to be there 15 minutes before the interview. So I keep on telling my husband, why you have to dress up early, because your clothes might, you know, might get stained. But you cannot change his plan. So I just leave him dress up since 7 o'clock in the morning. And yeah, just make sure that when the immigration call you, you are outside waiting. And for example, your interview is 2 o'clock in the afternoon, you should be there 1:45. Just make sure that you're there. In our case, our interview is 2 o'clock, but the immigration officer call us to get in and open the door for us around 2:20 in the afternoon. So we waited quite not that long, actually, not that long. So, but yeah, the immigration officer is so nice. So it is, you know, we're very grateful. Yeah. So that's the number 5. Be on time. Number 6, have fun. The question is not nerve-wracking question. So put it in your mind that I'm going to answer all of the questions because I show up here. I am a good person. I don't have some issues with the government, and I am here because they asked me to come in and that they're willing to help me. So put that in your mind. So have fun. You know what? The immigration officer, you know that during the inadmissibility, so there are questions like, you know, ground questions, and then he was asking the questions so fast that when he asked me, like, you know, I kept on answering like, no sir, no sir, no sir. When he asked me like, your number, I answered him, no sir. Yes, I answered him, no sir. And then he repeated the question like, your number? I said like, oh, my number, 314 that. You know. So what I mean is, you just have to enjoy the question because you don't have to be scared. You're a true person. The wedding is, you know, your marriage is bona fide, and then you both together for almost 2 years already, or you both, you know, the relationship is real. So you don't have to feel so stressed, and you don't have to feel the anxiety. That's what I'm trying to tell you. Have fun and don't be scared. That's the most important thing, because when you are in front of the person you are talking, they can see, or even if you're wearing the mask, the immigration officer can see that you are tense or stressed. But if you are having the fun, or you're killing the game there, I'm sure the immigration are just gonna keep on asking, have you done like this, have you done like that, have you done like this, have you done like that? No sir, no sir, no sir. So I think like the interview, if you want to make it short, you just have to have fun, you know, and, you know, try to do the first step that I Number 7, be comfortable. Be comfortable, which means like, you know, be relaxed, be yourself, and remind yourself to smile. To smile. And the question is only to prove your marriage with your husband, and that is only to prove and to show to them that you both living together. So you don't have to be so serious about it. That's what I'm telling you. So you have to be relaxed and be yourself. It is connected actually to number 6, because number 6 is have fun. Number 8, focus on the question. Okay? So understand the question and be careful the way you answer it. Remember that you made an impression the way you answer the question. So if you stumble, it's okay. Your partner can help you, or your husband can help you, or your wife can help you with that. So for example, my husband, he stumbled when he answered the questions, how did you met your wife? So my husband was a bit tense, and that I told him that no, that's not the way we met, you know, like that. So my husband stumbled on that question, and that I was there telling the immigration officer we met, how we met. Because remember guys, the question, okay, the question, if the question was how did you met your wife, so you should answer it and elaborate the scenario or the situations. Tell him the story on how you met your wife. But my husband make it short, that the immigration officer asking him to tell him more about it. So I was there I know that it's not really good to interrupt your husband or your partner when they talk, but in my case, I did interrupt because I could see that my husband was tense and that maybe, he can't remember the thing that we talk about it and how we met. So yeah, I was there to help. So don't worry about it. If your wife or your husband stumbled with a question, help, because I think that's the reason why you were there, is to help each other, to prove that the marriage is bona fide, to prove that you are really together. So even if you argue, I think it's okay. It's okay that you have this you have to help him, even though he feel like, oh, why did you interrupt me like this? So I think it's okay. It's okay to help your partner in that case. So you're there to help each other and to get your green card. Remember that. So don't hesitate. Don't hesitate to answer the question, and answer the questions with understanding, because if you don't understand the question, you will be stuck in that question. Okay, that's the number 8. 9. Be open and straightforward. Be truthful, because the immigration officer know already about you, about when did you came here in US, what is your last job. So be truthful and straightforward. Stop beating around the bush. Just like when the immigration officer asked me, what is your last job? I answered like, my last job is at Pam Pam. I work as Pam Pam. And I told him exactly when did I started working and stop working in that company. So when he asked me about my job, I told him that I work as a marketing manager in a construction company in Thailand. The name of the company is Tan, and then so like that. So if you answer the question truthfully, honestly, and straightforward, the time will not stretch. The time will not stretch, but it will lessen the time. It will make it short. So you have to be straightforward. If you want that, the interview will last shortly, not long. Okay, so that's the number 9. Number 10, the last tip. Okay, so be grateful and be positive. So put in your mind that everything is going well, just like me when I was in the interview, or before I came to the interview. In my mind, I'll put it in my mind, instill it in my mind that I'm going to get the green card, because the immigration officer will help me to get it. Okay, so don't think that the immigration officer is against you getting your green card or your residency here in US, but they are actually helping us to get permanent residency here in US. So be grateful and be thankful, that always put in your mind that everything is gonna be okay, that eventually you will get your green card, that the immigration officer are asking you to come over for the interview because you are eligible for your green card. Just like what I said, you are eligible, you will get it. You don't have to be frustrated, you don't have to be stressed, you have to be happy, because once you are a happy person, if you are a happy person, you will get everything in a good terms and in a good way. As long as you are a good person, God will always help you get what you deserve. So that's my number 10 tips. November 28th, we sent my I-485 form or adjustment for status form together with all the documents, including my medical. And then by January 29, I got this form. It says request for evidence, form I-485, and that they ask for my husband long form birth certificate. It says here, look, it says long form birth certificate, long form birth certificate. So by March, I think first week of March, we sent my husband long form birth certificate. So by February 23, year 2021, I got a letter, or I received a letter from USCIS. It is my ESC appointment, or my biometrics appointment. So that was on March 19, 2021 at 3 p.m. Yeah. So I had my biometrics at 1222 Bruce Street, room 1.208. Yes. So that is in downtown here in St. Louis. December, January, February, March. March 19, on my biometrics, or during my biometrics, I was already informed that my green card is granted, or it's released. But then, it happened that I didn't get my green card by mail. It happened that I got the interview. So, we had interview on May 14. After interview, 19, I received a message or email from USCIS that my I-485 is approved. So, although I already know because I was informed during my biometrics. So, on May 26, 2021, I received an envelope.
Amazing!
Ta-da! So I received an envelope from USCIS, and inside is my green card. So this is my green card. Yay, yay, yay! Wow! So I received my green card together with I-485 approval, but it's in different envelope. So that's all for the tips on how to speed up your green card application and how to speed up your interview. So, okay, thank you. And if you want to know more on how much we spend for a green card, what are those questions on green card interview and during our green card interview, and how I-130 or petition for alien relative got approved. So I encourage you to tune in, subscribe, like, so you're update of my next video. Thank you very much. This is Rose, and my husband is not here, so I am all here. I'm just saying, gonna say thank you and bye bye.